Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, NN Incorporated just filed an update on a key executive transition, and I am seeing a playbook that could signal future strategic shifts. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. This filing is all about a high-level departure. And understanding the terms can tell us a lot about how the company is preparing for what is next. Alright, let's dive into what N Incorporated, also known as NN Incorporated, has reported. This is an 8K filing, which is essentially a report of major events that shareholders should know about. The main story here is about Jamie Statham, who is stepping down from her position as Senior Vice President, General Counsel, and Corporate Secretary. She's been with the company for a while, and her last day, which they're calling the transition date, is set for the 9th of July 2026. Her departure isn't because of any disagreement with the company's operations or policies, which is good to see. The company plans to hire an external firm to find her replacement, which is a pretty standard practice for these kinds of senior roles. Now, what is really interesting is the agreement they've made with Ms. Statham for this transition period. It is called the Transition Agreement, and it details how she'll continue to work through the 9th of July. During this time, she'll keep getting her regular salary, her benefits, and importantly, her existing stock awards will continue to vest. We're also looking at a rated bonus for the year. This kind of agreement often means the company values their departing executives' cooperation in handing over duties smoothly, and it might even hint at ongoing projects or knowledge transfer that is critical. Now, this filing itself doesn't give us any direct financial numbers or deep dives into the company's performance metrics like a quarterly earnings report would. However, these executive changes, especially for key roles like General Counsel, can be significant. It can signal a shift in strategy, a preparation for new ventures, or even a response to internal or external pressures that aren't publicly disclosed. Remember, the legal counsel often plays a vital role in mergers, acquisitions, compliance, and risk management. So a change at this level can be a precursor to major company actions. Looking at the external context, N Incorporated. Ticker symbol NNBR is in the industrial sector, specifically conglomerates. They have a market cap of around $160 million, with their stock trading in the low single digits. Recent news includes Q1 earnings and revenues surpassing estimates, and the appointment of a new president and chief technical officer for their machine products division, suggesting ongoing operational changes. They also recently awarded restricted shares to a division CTO. These pieces of information, combined with the General Counsel's transition, paint a picture of a company that is actively managing its leadership and operations. When a major executive leaves, especially one involved in legal and corporate governance, it is often a good idea to see what happens in the months that follow. Will the new leadership bring a different approach to risk or compliance? Are there any significant legal challenges or opportunities on the horizon that Ms. Statham's departure might be related to? These are the kinds of questions that a filing like this opens up. The filing also lists Exhibit 10.1, which is this very transition agreement. Unfortunately, like many filings, certain exhibits and schedules within that agreement have been omitted for confidentiality reasons. They've agreed to furnish those details to the SEC upon request. This is common practice to protect proprietary information or specific contractual terms that aren't critical for every investor to see immediately. From a broader perspective, companies in the conglomerate space often juggle multiple business units. Changes in leadership at the top can sometimes indicate a strategic refocusing on certain divisions or a streamlining of operations. The fact that Ms. Statham's departure is amicable and involves a transition agreement suggests a planned rather than sudden shift. This allows the company to maintain stability while preparing for new leadership. What I am really looking for with these kinds of filings is what happens next. Executive changes, especially in critical roles, are often the first domino to fall before larger strategic announcements. It is like watching a chess game. You see a piece move and you start thinking about the possible moves that follow. The company is clearly navigating leadership transitions while also achieving operational milestones like beating Q1 estimates. The integration of those events is key to understanding N Incorporated's future direction. That is my take. Stay decoded. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. The research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going.